This is the programming for the TownSteel XCE XME 2000 series electronic lock. This is the mortise version, the XME. The cylindrical programming, the XCE, will be exactly the same. The lock is shipped from the factory in factory mode. Factory mode has a master code programmed into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the only code programmed in it. As soon as you get the lock, you want to change your master code immediately so nobody can get into your lock if they know the master code. And 2, so you can start programming. So we can program in managers, users, and whatever after we change our master code. So to change your master code is pound, which signifies you're going into programming mode. Pound, current master code 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 01, which signifies I'm changing the master code. Number of digits, we're going to go with 5. And then the new master code, which is all ones. We're going to make it all ones. And then we have to re-verify that. So what you do is pound, current master code. 01 signifies we're going to program and change the master code. Number of digits can be 4, 5, or 6. But whatever you make your master code, all your other users, managers, service codes need to be the same digit number. So if you have 5 digits for your master code, all the other ones have to have 5 digits. If you change your master code after your lock is programmed and you change it to 4 or 6 digits and it's currently at 5, you have to reprogram the lock. So the master code is all ones. And this is for demonstration only. Obviously, you don't want to make your master code all ones. You want secure codes for all of these. We're just using a lot of ones and zeros for demonstration. So now we're going to program in a manager. Managers are at locations 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, all the way up to 9, 0. There's 0, 0 to 99. You can put in users and managers, 99. And all the manager codes end with a 0. So 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0 are designated as manager codes. So if you program something into that location, it will be a manager code. All the other ones will be user codes, 99, 01, 02, 03, whichever. So we're going to program, and managers can open the door, they can control users, they can program service codes. So we're going to put in some manager codes. So right now we have a master code of all ones. So we're going to put in a manager code. So we use the master code, pound, signifies programming, all ones. 02 is adding a user or manager, and location is 0, 0. So we're going to make that all zeros. That's our manager at 0, 0. And it continues in programming mode. So we're going to add one at 1, 0. That's another manager. And we'll give them a code of 1 and the rest zeros. And then we'll add another one at 5, 0. And then we'll give it a code of 5 and then all zeros. And we can program in users also. It's the same code to program. So we're going to put 1 in location 01. And we'll make that 01 and then all the zeros. And we can program another one in 1, 1. And we'll make that 1, 1 and then zeros. And we'll program another one at 5, 1. And then we'll make that 5, 1, 2, 3. So that's all programmed in there. It continues in programming mode. You can stop it by hitting the star sign, or it times out in a couple of seconds. So we've got users and managers in there. Users can open the door, and managers can control users in their group. And the group is, if I program a manager code in 0, 0 and I program another one in 1, 0, the manager at 0, 0 can control users from 0, 1 to 0, 9. And so you can program in manager codes all along, or if you only program in 0, 0, it controls everything up until the next manager code. So if you only program in 0, 0 as your manager code, it can program everything up to 99. But as soon as you program another manager code in there, it can only control the ones up until the next manager. So we can also program in service codes. Service codes are in essentially location or program mode 21 through 25. So you can program in 5 of them. So you just hit manager or master. We're going to use the master, pound, all ones. And then 2, 1. And that's the service code. And we're going to program that as 2, 1, 1, 2, 3 would be the code for that service code. It doesn't stay in programming mode for service codes, so we'll go ahead and add another one. we'll add one at 2.4 and we'll make that code 24000. So we do the same thing, pound master code 2.4 and then 2.4.1.2.3. So that's another one in there. We'll add another one at 2.5 and make that 2.5.0.0.0. Pound 2.5 and then 2.5.1.2.3. Okay, so those are in there. If you use those, so we have one at 2.1.0.0.0. That'll open the lock. 5 seconds is the normal open time. We can adjust that, but right now that's the pass time is 5 seconds. If we try that same code, 2.1.0.0.0, it's gone. So it's a one-time user code. We're going to program that back in. 2.1 and then 2.1.1.2.3. You can program the same code. You can't have duplicate codes in there, so you can't make something that's a code for something else. So if I have 2.1.0.0.0 in there for a user, I can't program that as a service code. Okay. We can delete users, managers, and service codes also. So delete, we can use, if you're going to delete some of the users, you can use a manager code. If you're going to delete the managers or users, you can use master code also. We're going to use master code. And 03 is the program mode for deleting. So we're going to go pound master code 03, and then we'll give it a location. 00 is a manager location. So it's deleted, so if I use that all the zeros, it no longer works. Okay, so let's add that back. Pound master code 02, programming a user or a manager. 00 is location, and then all zeros for the code. Okay, it stays in there for, we'll let it time out. It's only a couple of seconds and it times out. And then we're going to program in to delete service codes. So if you want to delete service codes, you use the code 31. So you can use manager master, but we're going to use master code, and then 31 through 35. So if you want to delete the service code at location 21, we use 31 to delete it. And for 22, we use 32. 25, we use 35. So pound 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we use code 31. And that should delete that code that was at 2.1, which is 2.1.1.2.3, and that no longer works. So let's put that service code back in there, and then we'll put it at 2.1, and then 2.1.1.2.3. It's back in there. If we want to delete all the service codes, we can do that. We use 30 and 30. So you'd hit master code, and then 30, and then 30 again. And that'll delete all the service codes. So if we use 2.1.1.2.3, it no longer works. The one at 2.4.1.2.3 doesn't work, and the one at 2.5 doesn't work. So we're going to add those back again. We'll wait. I put it in 3 wrong codes. So you now have to wait for 60 seconds for the unit to react again. Okay, so the lock is now back in service. So we deleted the server codes. 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. We're going to add those back. So we go pound 2, 3, 4, 5. The master code 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. And we'll add another one at 2, 4, and 2, 5. So pound master code 2, 4, and we'll make the code 2, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then we'll add another one at 2, 5. Pound master code 2, 5. And then we'll make the code 2, 5, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so those are back in the system. We can disable and enable. That means the codes are not gone, like they're deleted, they're gone. Disabled, you can enable them once again. So if we're going to disable a manager or user, we can use the function 04 along with the location, and to enable it, we use 05. So if we use the master code 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we use 04, and we use location like 00, that should disable the manager at 00, and you get the double, the blue and the red. So that's disabled and it doesn't work. In order to enable that, we go ahead and do the master code. And then we go 05 instead of 04, and then the location again. And that enables it. That enables it. We can disable all under a manager. You can put in the manager code 06, and that will disable all of them under that manager. And to enable, you use 08. So if we go pound the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we go 06, that'll disable all that are controlled by manager 00. The only one controlled by manager 00 that we programmed in is in location 01. And that is 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, and you get the double beep. To enable that, we do the same thing, pound master code, and instead of 06, we use 08, and that will enable that 01, 1, 2, 3. Okay. We can disable all users, and we can disable all users and managers. So disable all users, use the master code, and then 07. And that'll disable all the users. Here's the user 01, 1, 2, 3, and that's disabled. So we can enable them, use 08 again, pound 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 08. And that should enable, and it does. We can disable all users and managers, and that will be master code, same thing, and we use 06, and that'll disable even the managers. Here's a manager at 00. We have a manager at 50, and they're all disabled. So back to enable them again is 06 again. Enable them is 08, pound master code, and then we go 08, and those should be enabled again. Okay. So now we can go into, that disables and enables users. Read the manual. It's got a lot of information in there. Recommend you read it. Find out all the functions of the lock. We can put the lock into passage mode also. You can use master code or manager code. We're going to use master, pound, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 40. We'll put it into passage mode. And then we're going to go back into the regular mode, which is pound 1, 2, and then 41, and that'll do that. The group function, we can disable that. The group function allows the managers to control the users in their group. If you disable that function, it means any manager can program any user code. So to disable that, pound master code, and then 44 disables group function. And that means now any manager can program any user. We go back to group function where the manager controls their group from that manager code to the next manager code. So we're going to go 43 to disable that, or to enable it again. 43, and that's the same thing as the factory mode. We're going to change the keypad sound, so you can use master code, pound master code 72. And that should be low sound, and you can hear it. It's low sound. We're going to go back to factory mode, which is pound 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 71. 71 is the normal sound. And we can make it silent by using 73. Pass time is also controlled. Normally, its pass time is 5 seconds. You can use the master code, change that, pound 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 42 is change that. And then we can go from 2 to 20 seconds, but you have to use 2 digits. So it timed out. So let's go back to master. 42, and we'll do 2 seconds. 02. So now the pass time should be 2 seconds. So 1, 2, and then it locks. Normally it's 5. We'll change it back. Pound 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 42, and we'll go 05. 5 seconds is normally we do it in the factory. That's basically most of the programming for the lock. There's a lot more information in the manual. I recommend